This week, I've attended 2 USCIS interviews at Federal Plaza in downtown Manhattan, New York City. And both times, USCIS officers seemed very overwhelmed. The 2 interviews that I attended, the officers were very friendly, very nice, like clearly good people just from interacting with them for 10 to 15 minutes. In one of the cases, it was like 25 minutes. The supervisor, I had to request to speak with the supervisor one of the times because it was taking so long, like more than 2 hours for us to get interviewed. Actually, both times, I was pretty much there all day because they were so backed up and overwhelmed. And today, I read a Reddit post on the USCIS subreddit posted by one of the ISOs, the Immigration Service Officers, at one of these field offices. And it kind of explains what I experienced. I'll read it to you and then I'll end by saying what I want to say. So the post says, the title is Processing Times Will Double. And then the actual post says, ISO here, I will not respond to private messages. This administration has harassed employees nonstop to the point that approximately 25% of our leadership has decided to quit or retire. They are not political employees. They are career public servants with decades of experience. They are not being replaced. About 20% of non-leadership staff is also leaving. They cannot handle this hostile environment, and I cannot blame them. A few weeks ago, we were all forced to go back to the office 100% of the time, and because of the wasted commuting time, many people reduced their amount of overtime hours. Sunday evening, we received a message asking everyone to report to the office on Monday and canceling alternative work schedules. So I think what they're saying is the email said all alternative work schedules were canceled. Almost everyone has an alternative work schedule, which allows us some flexibility. Many people work 4 10-hour days. So 4 10-hour days. And they had only hours to make arrangements for this last minute stunt. Today, we were told that overtime and credit time has stopped immediately. We have the money. We are self-funded. Side note, USCIS is funded by user fees. Like when you pay $2,375 for a family petition, green card, and work permit in an adjustment of status package, that goes to pay for the agency. It's not paid for by tax dollars. It's a self-funded agency, so they have the money. But this administration does not care. We are working at 75% capacity and we are not able to put more hours in even if we wanted to. They keep changing the way we process cases, adding more requirements, making it more time consuming to adjudicate applications, and they are destroying our morale. They have ordered our employee association to close. They were volunteers. The employee association were volunteers who would organize our Christmas lunch, pizza parties, Halloween pumpkin decoration contest, sell Valentine's gifts, and decorate our cubicles on special occasions. Expect processing times to increase significantly. Don't blame employees or USCIS. Blame this administration. They are purposely breaking the federal agencies so they can later claim the only way to repair them is by privatizing them. And they are actively discouraging immigration, even legal immigration. So, by the way, the third comment is, but Trump is okay with legal immigration. I've been saying from the beginning that they want to stop all immigration to the United States, and this is straight from an immigration service officer working for USCIS adjudicating benefits. USCIS is not the bad guy. The employees at USCIS are not the bad guys. They're getting screwed over really hard by this administration, which hates immigrants and wants to reduce the number of legal immigrants in the United States as well. So what's the takeaway from this? Other than Donald Trump is to blame. If you are eligible for a benefit, and I said this recently with regard to N-400 applications, citizenship applications, after I spoke with another immigration officer whose exact words were, my advice to you is if your clients qualify for naturalization, apply immediately, because we're receiving a lot of informal guidance about changes to come in the very near future. That's going to make the process much harder. So for all immigration benefits, if you qualify now, do not wait. Apply as soon as possible. If you're worried about applying, speak to an attorney. I recently had a client, a consultation, I guess client, because we formed an attorney-client relationship during the consult. They called me and they had an N-400, a citizenship application pending, and they wanted me to withdraw it because they didn't want to get deported. Like, she thought that an N-400 application is just gonna bring her in the spotlight and that immigration might take some sort of punitive action, some sort of retaliatory action against her for just submitting the application. I mean, we're not there yet. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I assume not. I mean, that was a little paranoid even for me. And if you've seen my channel, you know I tend to be more on the paranoid side when it comes to changes under this administration. But don't wait. If you qualify, speak to an attorney if you're nervous. Get the ball rolling. Don't just punt this, because I know people who qualify for naturalization now, and whether it's finances or it's just not the right time because they're busy, my general advice after speaking to some immigration officers is it's never going to get easier than it is right now. Don't assume that in 4 years things are going to get easier or that Trump's even going to be gone. I know that sounds crazy, but there was just like a podcast where Steve Bannon went on NPR and said that they're making preparations for a third term and beyond, and that somehow they're going to do it constitutionally, and that he doesn't want to go into details, but that they're going to announce these policy changes or their plan around the 2026 midterms. So, I mean, I'm a little overwhelmed by all of this, which is probably how they want me to feel. So if you're nervous and you want to cut through some of the noise, schedule a consultation with an immigration attorney to see what the best option is for you right now. If you guys need any assistance from me or want to consult with me directly, my information is in the video description below. If you want to stay up to date on all the changes under the Trump administration with regard to immigration specifically, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time for another video.